Welcome to the Titanic. Call the fire brigade, call the police, call everybody. This place is about to collapse. Welcome, weary wanderer. It is I, back for another episode of Rate the Base. And today we've got something absolutely bonkers. We've got a builder who has put their base right on top of a waterfall. I could not believe it when they sent the pictures, but I believe it now that I'm here. You may well doubt the sanity for someone who chose this location for their base, but look at this view. And perhaps you will reconsider that diagnosis, because this is absolutely phenomenal. By the way, here's our builder who teleported me here. Thank you very much for that, buddy. Right, let's get on to our first... Whoa, the big dark looming clouds. You can just stay over there. I'm about to do a base review, man. Don't even think about it. Okay, first impressions are that our house is acting like a big dam where those sloping inverted roof tiles are kind of funneling the water. I think that looks really good. And what doesn't is the fact we've got plumbing pipes B and L and yeah, we'll just forget that ever happened. Ooh, someone got the Ghost Rider bike and spent a ton of money in the shop. Or maybe you got lucky. I did a 10 pool and I got one of those light forged axes, and yeah, I can't afford $300. That's like eating for a month. So I might not get the Ghost Rider bike, but my Doritos are in plentiful supply. Right, let's go up the stairs. Oh, they're not sloping roof, they're sloping wall. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Those tiles, they are further out than I thought they would be. Let's take a little look and see why that is. Oh, it's for a walkway and a balcony, I see. Structurally, probably not so good, but aesthetically, looks fantastic. It really does give that funneled effect that I was talking about before. Okay, so up these stairs is one of our 3 buildings that this base is split into, and the one on the left here is we have got all the shop purchases from the kitty cat stuff. I really do like how these look when they're all together. And by the way, there's a lot of water sounds here. Is there any way to kind of just dampen that down? If I shut these, is it any better now? It sounds exactly the same. Maybe if we just close everything, we'll maybe get a slight reduction in sound. Let's close this window as well. That should be all of them. Get the door, maybe? It's lag, I'm telling you! Right, okay, so that's everything closed, unless the sound's still coming from up there. That is ridiculous. I don't know if I could sleep to that, man. It's a very cozy and comfy looking room. The only thing I would say if I was going to critique this is that just when you buy an entire shop pack, doesn't mean you need to put them all down together. You can find some creative ways to maybe, you know, like litter them around elsewhere and see what else matches. But that does require going on material runs and just getting creative. But overall, love this room. What have we got here? Oh, wow. Just breathe it in. Get all that oak into your lungs. Yeah, this reminds me of those little cafe waiting rooms when you're skiing and you're waiting. Oh, hello there. You're waiting for your ski lift to come in or some kind of ride and you're chilling. By the way, what is that? It's like the size of a double-decker bus! Bit of an obstruction, but you know, whatever. Out onto the balcony now, and let's take a look. Wow, I like the surreptitious shaping of this building. That is really something. Looking at these barriers, it feels a lot more Niagara Falls with the safety of the glass. Hey, is there any staff here? I want to get a cheesecake! You hear me? I just had a thought. If the devs decided to ever make a toilet and put it in the shop, they'd make absolute bank, and I won't buy it. I'd start every episode from the crapper. So just taking a quick look at these sloping walls from the other side, it's not just symmetrical value that the builders put it in, it adds to the structural integrity as well. That's actually how I thought they would look when I was approaching this from the other side, and in actual fact it was an illusion. Getting a little peek into how ferocious the waterfall is. Hold on. Hold on. By this sewer system of Atlantis, what am I looking at here? Call the fire brigade, call the police, call everybody. This place is about to collapse. Okay, well, it seems to be holding, so that's good, but I can't imagine anything in any of those boxes is going to be dry for the next 50 years. Good grief. I don't know how to solve this particular issue. Maybe this is one of those problems that you came across when you were building and you were like, you know what? I'm on top of a waterfall. This place is still standing and I'm going to deal with it. We're going to live with it. But most of all, if anyone's going to drown, it'll be those darned deviants first. What do we got here? Oh, well, this actually makes a lot of sense. Perhaps you don't even need water with all these plants, because surely they're getting plenty of it right now. What a beautiful sight, though. You really have made the most of this view. It's terrific. I've got to do it, guys. And you know what's coming next, and if you don't, then you will in a moment. You're going to have to scrape me off your window as I bash against it with all the force and fury of this and... We'll just walk up to it. No. Okay, well, a little anticlimactic, but hey, that's why your house is still standing. I'm a bit of a stickler for people creating an actual garage that their cars can drive in and out of, and I'm pleased to see that our builder has achieved this seemingly impossible feat, as most people like to keep their cars inside the garden like it's a pet. Right, back to where we were. Hold on a second. I think the structure of this house is actually under constant threat, so you are going to have to keep an eye on that. You never know when this thing will just truly just collapse on you. So back outside, this is actually the middle building. Nicely kept with the plant pots above on the balconies and the wall vines. They look fantastic. I love this. Another opportunity just to drink in that spectacular view. It's so good to see that this builder has such a sense of the surroundings. We're going inside the third wing of the building now, and first impressions, is this a cinema room? Oh my goodness, it's another indoor pool because the water's still coming through. You got your bed here as well, very cozy. It's going to be a water bed though, right? Can we open these curtains? And what a view you get when you do open them. Right, I'm going upstairs. I'm not meeting my end by drowning. Completely empty room. I'm guessing that... Oh, wait a minute. I spoke to the builder in DMs and he said that he ran out of parts to place everything, so there might be some rejigging going on. But yeah, there's potential in here. But in this case, potential will come with sacrifice from elsewhere. Another mesmerizing view as we come out onto the final balcony of this build. Plenty of little plant life and the fire pit. And Rebecca, come on now, you play with your hands, not your feet. No one's impressed, just get down. This base is an absolute joy to behold. And yes, it does, and forgive the pun here, it banks on its aesthetic success by being plonked down on a waterfall. But despite the fury of the flowing water sometimes crushing the immersion and probably, now that I think about it, the foundations as well, there is plenty of charm and grace still there. Now, on first glance, those buildings, they look quite straightforward externally, but the closer you get, the more you find, and each room has its own lovely vibe. There's also a strong focus towards rewarding the view, no matter which of those three wings you enter, and I found myself thoroughly enjoying my time here. The location alone would have me giving this a 10 out of 10, but the base, well, it's somewhat compromised in places, which forces me to knock this down to an 8 out of 10. If you want to see more from this builder, I have linked his stream in the comments and pinned it so that you can go and say hi. Welcome to the Titanic, or some other kind of cruise ship, but this has been sent to us today by our Discord member, Izzo. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that name right, but the good news is I don't care. Now, Izzo told me that after going on a cruise ship vacation, that the idea was born to create such a thing in another game, and here we are in Once Human. I cannot wait to get inside. It's always a great pleasure to behold someone's build that's got a spark of ingenuity about it. Let's get a better view of our cruise ship and see. That does look special, doesn't it? What a fantastic idea. You've even got this kind of docking area as well. First impressions is there is a lot of glass. If it was me, I would maybe make a second layer of that white foundation and then it might look more like a boat, but I can see structure-wise you're running out of parts, so 668 out of 700, so you probably had to make do. Maybe you had the thought yourself. I don't know, but I think this is an incredible idea and extremely well executed as my first impressions go. Like to see this. The garage is right in front where the sand is and the car could drive right out as it should be. Well done you. Coming to think of it, this might be one of the few times you could justify sticking your garage inside, because you could say that you're transporting your vehicle across the seas. I love the walkway towards the base. It looks incredibly ceremonial, like you're being invited to like a maiden voyage for this vessel, which of course will sail towards contaminated waters. You will see absolutely nothing and then probably hit a rock and sink, and rake the base is here for it. Oh my goodness, I love the feel of this already. As someone who has been on boats before, this really does capture the vibe. Wow, this is some high-class stuff. Is this a games room? I love the post in the middle. You got your sofas and the pictures. Talk about all the places you'd love to go, but you're never going to get off the boat because you're agoraphobic, and totally fine with that. There's your arcade machine and the vending machine. Really does feel like a high-class version of the stuff I would have wanted to go on but couldn't afford. When I was growing up, I would go on the ferry crossings, and they had similar things. The chairs were plastic and the pictures on the wall were graffiti, but it was still good. I am completely sold by the illusion that I'm actually on board right now. That lobby area just looks amazing with the fish tanks above it. And wait, is this an engine room? Oh, that's a genius idea. using functionality so that it is more than just a gimmick. And what is this? Our cables? They appear to be managed, because B and L, I like to see what people do. So, yeah, what we got here, we've got a terminal pushing things upstairs, so we're going to take a look at that later. The triangles have been pushed together, possibly so that this central post can stay there. I'm not exactly sure why. Probably a solution to anything structural, like keeping everything together. I think it's excellent. Very jealous of your storage cages as well. Let's see where these steps lead. Oh, up on deck. Wow. Now this is where you look at it and think maybe too much glass. But this, I know what this was created for. King of the world! Tron Legacy vibes. But this is why you build your base on the water, so that you get these amazing views. Just stunning. You know, I've been seeing more and more people who use these crescent kind of wall, I don't know what they're called, but they do look very cool when they're used as wall dividers. And this almost looks like it could be a casino. Let me in here. I'll serve you guys. I'll serve you. I got drinks to serve. Let me in. Are you kidding me? I know I can make this. If anyone would like to speak to the manager, you can speak to my crossbow first. Alright, this is the other side of the decking, and we've got the Stardust Resonant Filter trapped in a glass cage of emotion. Once again, I'm not sure why so much glass, but hey, I know that's the theme you've gone for. Maybe just need to calm down on the old transparent situation here. You hear me? Calm down! Up these stairs leads us to all of your deviants. I'm of a similar mindset to yourself. Just line them up in a row and collect, and artificially make them feel better until the day that you forget to feed them and they just die in their cage. Going up the main central spiral staircase, that's at least 2 of those joined together, I think. I like the flooring continuity. Oh, is this what we've done? We've got all of our travelers are watching the beautiful scenery as the boat, well, it will eventually move. Okay, no it won't, but they don't know that. You can enjoy that scenery. That's a great use of the toys, which are otherwise just plonked down on tables. No travellers on this side though. They've already probably thrown themselves overboard because they know about their static existence. Wonderful little music making area here with the piano and the benches, little carpet. Nicely put together. Oh, hello. Absolutely no privacy in here whatsoever, but the bedroom looks magnificent. Please, some kind of privacy screen, any kind of wood, stone, anything. It just feels spellbinding. Lots of little details like the checkered floor at the bathroom area. Now here's something that catches my eye, and that is the opening for the stairwell coming upstairs. These little curved floors. Looks amazing. It's so natural the way that it opens up. So they've not used 4, they've gone for 3, and then had the stairwell use up the area of the 4th. I like that a lot. Where do these stairs lead? Oh, this must be the captain's balcony. This is where all the important meetings are held. All right, boys, where shall we pretend to go today? Oh dear. Up here, we have the secret of the cable management. Aha! I love how this looks. Now look, I'm just gonna make a little suggestion, but what if this chimney stack over here was actually solid? Okay, from that tower, this goes to the generator. Where does that go? Down the corner wall? Oh, we have a professional with cable management. I love it. Where does that wire go to? Goes to the vending machine, okay. Nicely done, sir. This is a fabulous base, and it's fitting that we did it straight after the one that did not belong on water, and the entire cruise ship theme is so strong, I never really felt like I was ashore. Turning that workshop into an engine room was a stroke of genius. Those lobbies, lounges, and other leisure areas, they add a touch of class to make it feel like we're on holiday, but a touch of class is unfortunately marred by a ton of glass that I think robs this of being an unstoppable beast. In my heart, I want to give this a perfect 10, but bedrooms need privacy, chimney stacks should be solid, and we need a little more structure to that middle deck to make it a believable experience. However, I think it could be a relatively quick fix to chop and change some of these, so all in all, I'm giving this spellbinding base an 8.5 out of 10. If you want to appear in a future episode or be part of my upcoming Master Builders Warband, join the Discord and post your pictures. But that's going to do it for now. Take it easy. Catch you on the next one. Peace!